Good day, Forex trader, and welcome to the first webinar for April. My name is Timon Rossalimos, and today I just want to talk to you about what's potentially lining up in the market, what is going on with our rand, and what is going on with this world. I mean, seriously, it's becoming very difficult to take trades when there is potentially World War III on our doorstep. Well, not South Africa, because South Africa is probably one of the safest countries in the world when it comes to World War III. But the thing is, you saw in the news recently that Trump sent out 59 Tomahawk missiles in Syria, and then just a couple of days afterwards sends the MOAB, or the mother of all bombs, one of the biggest non-nuclear weapon in the Islamic State in eastern Afghanistan. And if that does not trigger anger and frustration on the terrorist side, I don't know what will. And then we have Theresa May, Prime Minister Theresa May in the UK, who says, you know what, it's time for a snap general election on the 8th of June. We need stability, we need certainty, and we need strong leadership in the country. And just following from the EU referendum, this will bring her even more power once that voting's been underway. Okay, so the US dollar does not sound good in terms of the people, in terms of the ratings that they have for Trump, which is now under 36%, and also the uncertainty in Europe and the UK. So I mean, we got to take it as it is, and we have to look for very small trades. As I've said in the previous webinars, that I've gone back down to a 30-minute time frame so we can get in and out of our trades. But the Forex market at the moment is in a trending environment, which means that it's not the perfect, the movements aren't perfect for taking breakout trades, which is what I do. And I don't want to just send out trades for the sake of it. I want to send out high probability trades, but I need stability and low volatility for the Forex market. So we can see the Australian dollar has been coming down as one of my favorite currencies to trade. But you can see from the 13th of April, it's been going sideways, and now it's going down. So there's been no opportunities for trading the Australian dollar. The euro dollar is starting to look a little bit better for trading. As you know, I haven't taken a euro dollar trade in I think 2-3 years, but I can see that it's starting to show a little bit of stability with its trends. And when it breaks above, it then carries on to the upside. When it breaks below, it carries down to the downside. So this will be soon, very soon, on our watch list for Forex Trader, even though I've been looking at it in the back of my mind. GBP USD sideways, breaks above out of no formation, and then just rockets up. So no opportunities there. The USD JPY as well. You can see it formed. Now this is strange because a lot of people ask me, what if it forms the backwards of a cup and handle, which means the handle is here and then the cup is here. Well, the thing is, it doesn't mean anything, because if you look at the idea of a cup and handle is that it makes a low and then it makes a higher low, which is which part of the handle, which confirms that the market is continuing to the upside. If it makes a low and then it makes a lower low, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be going to the upside, which is exactly what it did. You can see here would have been the brim level. We would have gotten in. Actually, we wouldn't, because this candle is very big for my liking. But let's just say we did get in around this level. It would have gone right back down to our stop loss. So again, we don't look at those opportunities because they are low probability. USD CAD, another one that is just showing that once it breaks down, it continues down. Once it breaks up, it continues up. But no formations are on the way. Okay. GBP AUD, exactly the same as the previous. Sideways trend, breaks above, no formation, and then just continues up. I don't see these things in terms of pattern formation. These are trending analysis. So if you are a trend trader, then I'm sure you're having an absolute field day. But for breakout trading, it's not very conducive. But it's okay. I mean, I'm just telling you about the realities of trading, that the markets do go through different environments. Sometimes they go through just some sideways movement, which is good for high frequency traders who want to trade the range. Others trade the moving average crossovers, or when the moving average crossovers to the upside, then they go long. Others trade the trend, where they just follow the trend until it breaks out. And I follow breakout trading, which at the moment isn't very good for Forex trader. Okay, but I think in the next month or so, we should be seeing better trends when things start stabilizing. I don't know about America. It is just too unexpected and anything can happen. But the Forex market hasn't been reacting, quite vigorously in terms of the extremities of the events that have been happening. So it's okay. New Zealand dollar made a cup and handle. It broke to the upside and then it broke directly down. Why didn't I take it? Because this was not a convincing break. When it is going sideways and it breaks above, it could just be following the normal sideways formation. So nothing going on there. So what are we going to get out of this webinar other than nothing is lining up? I think we should look at the Rand. Okay, I haven't looked at the Rand since the new finance minister was elected. But let's just take a look. And what we've got to do is we've got to break it down into the daily trend so we can get a better idea of where this Rand is going. So that looks a lot better. We can break it down into two trends. One was from May 2014. It made this very strong uptrend. Okay. So let's say it made the uptrend up till here, because the reason is it then formed another uptrend, which was a higher degree angle, which means that the momentum was really picking up, and then it entered into an unstable area where the degrees was much higher than 50 degrees, even 60 degrees. It could be even close to 70 degrees. And when it does this, it is saying that it is weakening at a tremendous level rate, and it's unsustainable, which is exactly what it did. And then it broke to the downside, and it's been strengthening ever since. And now everybody's been saying that the Rand has been weakening over the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, yes, it has, but it's also in this level where it's been testing the weakening level, the high level at 13 Rand 92, and now it's back to 13 Rand 20 inside this formation again. So this was the blip of the events that have happened in the last weeks, whether it be the petition, whether it be the march, whether it be the prime minister, the finance minister removed, and another finance minister, brought on due to nepotism. And this is where the Rand is going at the moment. Absolutely nowhere. I don't know if it's going to be going to 17 Rand 40. Maybe if it breaks above 14 Rand 40, then there is a possibility. But at the moment, this is a sideways trend. And you don't want to guess where the Rand is going at this stage when you're looking at the charts. You want the charts to tell you where the Rand's going, not for you to tell the charts where it's going. Do you see what I mean? Good. So this is what I'm watching at the moment for the Rand, and this is good for my Red Hot Storm Trader service to see that when the Rand weakens, it's good for resources. When the Rand, when the Rand strengthens, then it's good for retailers and insurance companies. But it's also good for you to know, where the Rand is going. Should you be planning trips overseas? Should you be taking money overseas? I would say not just yet, because the Rand isn't really going anywhere. And that is since, we can say August 2016, up till now, the Rand has gone nowhere, despite the events that have taken place. This little blip is when the market reacts to news, okay, when this happens. But then it goes back to equilibrium, which is always the bigger state of where the Rand is going. Anything else? Let's take a look at another one. How about gold? Gold, absolutely nowhere. Since May or February 2014, gold's been going nowhere. There is no sign that it's in a strong bull trend or a strong bear trend, because it's been moving like this since 2014. So there's no fireworks yet. Brent crude, absolutely nowhere. From January 2015 all the way through till today, it is pretty much where it's been this whole time. I mean, yes, it took a dip and it showed a bear trend, but if you look at the overall picture, it's going nowhere. What you can say is that it could be on a little trajectory to the upside, because it has been making higher lows. Correct, 100%. But only once it breaks above 57, or dare I say 58, and it makes a strong break, then Brent crude will be going on its way up. And I have to tell you guys that whether Brent crude goes down or whether Brent crude goes up, petrol prices will continue to go up. There is no going away from it. But there are opportunities when Brent crude breaks up with, trading on the stock market, or even trading Brent crude itself. And I might even consider throwing in commodities into Forex Trader as, as a diversification for trading, purely when these times come where the presidencies are manipulating the currencies and is not showing strong, trading opportunities. So that's about it. That's about it. We don't need to go through the daily charts of currencies, but it is nice to look at where is it going in general. And like I've told you before, here's euro dollar, for example, the Aussie dollar, for example. It is in a sideways trend. So when it goes above here, it could be forming a nice breakout pattern. We will get into these trades. But also, it is April. April is the worst month, and even May is the worst month to trade, purely because of those public holidays. Like, I don't know what it is, but it is a very sideways month where people are either on holiday, they take off time, they don't make massive transactions like they do. And what tells me that is the demand and supply in the depth analysis of these currencies. So hopefully in mid-May we will start getting fantastic trades, but it could be even next week where we get fantastic trades. I'm not sure. But until then, let's keep our eyes open. Let's save our money, and I will let you know in the next webinar. Until then, have a fantastic day and week, and keep your phone close to you, because you never know when a trade will be lining up.